Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back on another episode, the 12th episode on Solo Leveling Season 2. This is a vlog coming to you live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now, before I start, towards the ending of the previous episode, the S-rank hunters has been decimated. They got their ass handed to them. They got their ass whooped. They got their ass destroyed. And then the Ant King proceeded and has closed in on Goto. He asked Goto, "Are you the king?" And Goto, with affirmation, responded and said, "Yes, I am the king." And we were hit with a cliffhanger. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's check out the 12th episode on Solo Leveling Season 2 and see what took place. Song Gino has arrived. You guys remember, towards the ending of the previous episode, he said, "Exchange." He is about to whoop some ass. Our boy has arrived. He's here. Man, the intensity of this, like the intense of everything that is going on, the destitute, the desperation. The blood signal. The blood signal. By Aya turning up his energy, these ants are motivated to fight more now. Sweet! Now these other S hunters will see how strong Song Juno really is. Now they will be able to see and witness. Not only did he come and save them, he also brought a healing mechanism, a healing serum. All their wounds are healed. Man, Chahi was like she was the first one that got the hands. She was the first person. So the only person that actually died was Ginyu, the healer. He was the only person that actually died, if I'm not mistaken. Because the Ant King put a donut through him. This is a leader right here. This is a real leader, you know? He's saying if he was much younger, he would have literally engaged on the battlefield. He would have been in the middle of it all. But his aging body will not allow him to. But I hope that hopefully we'll get to see him fight. Because, I would really like to see what he's made out of. And the interesting thing about all of this is they need to really, really prevent these ants from proceeding any further. The people that died in the cave were only Ginyu. Kenzo and the others that were on the outside died. Goto got killed? Wait, but we didn't get to see their fight. What is going on? We didn't get to see Goto's fight. He's about to use the leader of the orcs to fight now. He's about to unleash what that leader can be able to do. He wanted to say, "Arise. These ants are giving way. These ants are giving..." Oh my goodness, why is this happening now? He's back. Yo! That means he killed Goto. He's back. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys on the previous review? He is in here. What did I say? I knew this is... I said two things will happen. It either he gets Goto and realizes that there's another powerful opponent and he's gonna come right back inside this cave. But I didn't think this fight would be happening now. Why now? Yo! Yo, they're staring each other down. Jeez. Yo. Oh, signal. They got signal. They can now contact the headquarters. Man, yo, I'm getting goosebumps, guys. I'm getting goosebumps right now for some particular reason. I don't know. Because I didn't think this fight would be happening now. I thought they would give this king a chance to build up his armies, to, like, get stronger, like, or what, evolve if he has to. But now, and this is live. This is literally live streaming. This is, and Song Jinwoo's mother is going to watch all of this. She's going to watch this. Do you guys realize that? The mother is gonna watch this. I'm really hoping that the mother doesn't go into another coma, man. Sweet! Song Jinwoo didn't see this punch coming. Yo, he ate that punch. Sweet! Another one. Sweet! Yo! Yo! They're both durable. Here we go. Sweet! Sweet! No one wants to back down. None of them wants to back down. None of them. Song Jinwoo doesn't want to back down. Ant King Beru doesn't want to back down. Damn! It looks like Sung Jin-woo got the best of him. He got the best of him on that last attack. How in the world is this human? Damn! Now the Ant King is wondering, who the hell is this? How is a human? How does... Ooh! Sweet! Woo! What's going... He used his tongue. What's going on? He did something. He did something to Sung Jinwoo. Man, I cannot believe that Goto lost that fight. Didn't just like that. You can see as soon as this Ant King started to approach, the other ants gave way for him. You know? Man, why didn't they show us Goto fight? I would have loved to see that fight. Hey, even the HQ, some of the HQ personnel, the armies don't even want to go in there. This guy is so scared. He's so scared. He's about to pee himself. Oh, wait, these are the other S rank hunters that are on the outside, that are on the city fighting. Right? They are in the city fighting the other ants that wants to take over their city. Oh, Sung Jin-woo held his hand. Sweet! You know what he was trying to do, right? He wanted to rip Sung Jin-woo's head off. He was going for the head. Detox is complete. We dodged it. He's gonna turn it up. He's gonna turn it up. He's evolving again. The Ant King is evolving again. He's evolving again. If I were Sung Jin-woo, you better bring your A game. You better bring everything you got. Ikizo! Sweet! No hold barred. None of them is holding back anymore. And I am so glad that Sung Jin-woo is fighting by himself. He's not using any... Ooh, He's not using his armies to fight because, you know, I'm so glad he's doing this all by himself. The Ant King. The Ant King is wondering how's his speed is the same as mine. And not just that, he's getting faster. Buke is shocked that he's witnessing all of this with his eyes. Buke? Man, no hold, they're not holding back anymore. Ooh, Stoy! Ooh! He keeps coming back. Ooh! No. Mm. Damn. He has the ability to regenerate. He's running. He's running. He's running. Song Jinwoo is chasing him. You ain't getting away. Ooh! Sorry! It's all out battle now. He's using his armed armies, and Song Jinwoo decides to use his as well. That means this Ant King has been cornered. Damn! I must run. I must run to survive. Ooh! Song Jinwoo ain't letting him run. He's not letting him run. He's not letting him get away. He's trying to crawl away. Ooh! Oh man! Sweet! Leveled up, leveled up. My goodness. My goodness. The rest are running. The rest are running. Man, Chahi, it looks like Chahi took a lot of damage because remember, she was the first one to catch it. She was the first one to catch it. She was the first person to get, ooh, the antidote, the elixir of, The Elixir of Life. It didn't work. He should exchange one of his army to go to the hospital. Man. Woo! Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this was just awesome. Words cannot describe how I am feeling right now. Cliffhanger after cliffhanger. Cliffhanger after cliffhanger. Cliffhanger after cliffhanger. But I think, though, it's a good thing that we're getting these cliffhangers. Like, you know what I mean? Because it puts you in a position where you wonder, the next episode, I want to see the next episode right now. Let me check if there is an extra scene or anything. On to the next target. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you right now, now I'll keep the anime playing, but I'm just going to be talking at this point. I'll keep the anime playing, but I'm going to talk at this point because the reaction is done. Now, from my perspective, what I think about this episode is, previous to this, I was thinking that this Ant King is going to be the antagonist of this arc. I was thinking that this Ant King is going to transcend to the next season, because after this episode, we have one more episode to go. So I was thinking that this is going to be exactly like we're going to get a Hunter x Hunter feel. We did get that, but I thought it's going to be for multiple episodes after multiple episodes. But then again, if you really, really think about it, they had to shorten this Ant King stuff simply because if you remember with Hunter x Hunter, the Chimera Ant arc, they gave us a good amount of episodes. I'm not sure if it was 27, 28, 40 episodes or something. So they had time to develop everything that they had to develop. They had the time, the patience to build it the way it was. But when it comes to this, due to the fact that the Ant King has been defeated, at this point, I really do not see the point continuing this arc. Like, you know what I mean? Because the Chimera Ant saga, they did it episodes after episode. And we got a huge amount of episodes from Chimera Ant's arc, right? So with Solo Leveling, they only give us 12 to 13 episodes each season. So you can see why they had to shorten this arc. Because the Ant King being defeated, there is no longer point, of this day. Like, this arc is done because the Ant King has been defeated. I am not sure if they are planning more stuff, but then the Ant King has been defeated. Right? If he was able to run away, if he managed to run away to get away from Song Jino, maybe he might be able to regroup himself, to go somewhere, lick his wounds, recover, get stronger, evolve once again, and be able to come back. But seeing as to the Ant King has been defeated, this arc is pretty much done. This Daiju Island mission is pretty complete. You know, this fight is, I would say it's one of the best of this season. It's one of the best from this season, season 1 up until now, right? And prior to all of this, I didn't know that the Ant King has a regeneration ability. But then again, to really think about it, it does make sense, doesn't it? Because the Ant King consumed Jinwoo on the last episode. And out of all the hunters inside the cave that fought, Jinwoo is the only one that died. And Jinwoo is the healer. Do you guys understand? Jinwoo is the healer, right? He's the healer. So, consuming Jinwoo gave the Ant King the ability to speak and the ability to heal himself. I think that they could have made this arc a little longer. Because based on what I'm saying right now, from where we are, this arc should have been a little longer. Simply because there is so much potential from this arc. So much potential. Imagine if this Ant King consumed somebody like Sung Jinwoo. Like not exactly Sung Jinwoo, but someone like him, another strong S-rank hunter. Imagine, because each person this Ant King kills and consumes, he retains their ability, he retains their mind, their intellectual capacity, he retains everything from them. So, needless to say, they should have shown us Goto's fight. That fight was necessary. We should have been able to see that fight. Simply because the Ant King consumed Goto's head, just like he did with Jinwoo. We did not really know what happened. The only thing that we know is Goto's head came off his body and dropped to the ground. Like they showed us a glimpse of Goto, right? A glimpse. But they should have been able to show us that fight because it is necessary, right? It is necessary to see that fight. Did Ant King consume Goto and gained Goto's ability as well, or did he not? Right? This arc really has a lot of potential, and you should have transcended to the next season because they could have given us a little bit more. Because the way they built up this arc, the way they built it, the way it was progressing, the way it was developing, it was so damn good. Right? Every Hunter x Hunter fan was excited. It was excited. And the fact that we Hunter x Hunter fan did not get the chance to see Gon versus Miriam, this is exactly Gon versus Miriam kind of feel. You know, due to the fact we didn't, because that fight that we didn't get to see, it is still talked about till today. What if Miriam survived? Right? What if he survived the attack? And what if Adult Gon faced Miriam? Who would win? This is a fight that every Hunter x Hunter fan wished that we could have seen. This right here, Sung Jinwoo versus the Ant King, Beru. This gave us Hunter x Hunter feel. From my perspective, I don't know much about you, But while I was watching this, that was feeling like, is this what we could have seen if Adult Gon fought Miriam? That would have been one of the, that's something that we missed, right? And to go further, the way they could have developed this is, on my review last week, I said two things is going to happen. It's either the Ant King is going to get rid of Goto easily, and Sung Jin-oh comes back, right, arrives, and he feels Sung Jin-oh's presence and goes right back inside the cave, or he's going to get rid of Goto and flies away, gets away from the island, goes into the city or the neighboring town and start consuming people, right? And Sung Jin-oh will then fight off a couple of armies that are attacking the S-rank hunters, and that will be it, right? And that will then take us to the next season. I didn't think that we're going to see this fight right now. I was not expecting this fight to happen now. I was thinking that it's going to take us to the next season, because this arc has a lot of potential to be developed. The king is still realizing, is still understanding his evolution. The king is still understanding or trying to know his way in the human world. And I don't think he had that long to experience life. And he did try to crawl away. You guys saw what happened. Multiple times he tries to get away. And Sung Jin-oh, realizing how much threat this this creature really is, how much threat it could pose. Sung Jin-oh believed that if I let this creature get away, he's going to be a much bigger threat the next time I run into him. And I can understand Sung Jin-oh from the perspective of this thing. If I let it get away, it will cause more damage. So ain't no way I'm letting this ant escape. This ant has the ability to speak. This ant has the ability to regenerate. That is unheard of. So I can't let this creature get away from me. And Sung Jin-oh made sure that he made sure to destroy this ant, and there's nothing left. But here is the kicker. Here is the kicker. I'm predicting. You guys realize that Sung Jin-oh didn't say arise. Sung Jin-oh have not resurrected or called up this ant to become part of his army, which I think it will be a good arsenal into his armies. Sung Jin-oh have not resurrected him yet. And I'm still not sure if the ant is totally dead. Did Sung Jin-oh really destroy him? Did Sung Jin-oh actually, did he really destroy this ant yet? Because you know how things goes. Because Sung Jin-oh does not really know how this ant work, right? He just did what he think is the best, what he must do to stop this ant. Is he really dead? Because I think that this arc had all the potential to transcend us into the next arc. It has everything. It has everything. If you're a Hunter x Hunter fan and saw this, and you didn't get a glimpse of Adult Gon and Miriam fighting, that this is what the fight would have probably be, I don't know. And you guys know, if we had that episode, if we got the chance to witness that, it would have been superb. You guys can just imagine, right? Pito stood no chance against Adult Gon. Now, the best person to put him up against would be Miriam. And the fact we did not get to see that fight, it kind of a question. What could have happened? What if kind of question mark, right? So this episode is just so damn good. And I'm hoping that somehow, some way, this ant will survive. I'm really rooting for the ant. As much as I want Song Jinwoo to win, but I'm really ruling for the ant to please get back up, regenerate, find a way to recover, to recuperate. And the way the situation is going, Song Jinwoo is trying to figure out what he can be able to do to resuscitate, to help Hae-in, because Hae-in right now is in a critical situation. She is literally in a critical position. And due to that fact, Song Jinwoo used Elixir of Life. Elixir of Life, right? The thing that helped his mother come back, wake up from her coma for 4 good years. It didn't work. And the reason why it didn't work, because I believe the system said, due to the fact that this person hasn't recovered or whatever, it didn't work on Hae-in. That should have worked, but it didn't. So now Song Jinwoo is trying to figure out, what should I do? What am I going to do? And there's no healer around because this ant made sure to take out all the healers. The Ant King Beru was very strategic on what he did. He was very strategic on his way of attack. That means that still goes back to my point, the point that I was making, that this ant or this arc should have been extended. I was not expecting this fight at this point. They should have let this ant go, have him cause more damage, build his armies, evolve more, because with this fight, you can literally see that this ant literally stood no chance against Song Jinwoo. When it comes down to it, Song Jinwoo didn't get that much damage on him, which tells me that it was not the time for this fight. Song Jinwoo didn't get any damage, just a little cut and an infection, which he easily negated with his ability. Right? Song Jinwoo easily negated the poison, which is actually, if you really think about that, a good critical situation for Song Jinwoo, because if it wasn't the fact that he has leveled up to this point, that poison would have demobilized him enough for the Ant King to deliver the final blow. So this fight, if you really weigh the fight, the Ant King stood no chance from the get-go. As much as we know what Song Jinwoo can be able to do, I am really hoping that he will run into someone that really push him. I'm not saying that the Ant King didn't push Song Jinwoo, but the totality of this fight overall, you can see that Song Jinwoo is much more ahead of this ant. And which also goes to show that Song Jinwoo is so strong, so superior than the other S-rank hunters. So Song Jinwoo still have not... The last fight he had, the Baron, Song Jinwoo versus Baron fight, that was a good fight because he was really pushed. That's the kind of fight that I'm hoping for, that our boy will engage. Like an opponent that will really push him to the brink of death. Right? I will give him his props because he did not use any of his armies to fight this Ant King. I will give him props for that. And time again, every time there is a boss fight, we see Song Jinwoo taking on the boss fight all by himself. I give him props for that because he shows that he's not lazy. He's not a lazy warrior. He still throw down with his fist and with his ability. But except his fight with Baron, he hasn't really gotten into a fight that an opponent that pushed him to the edge. This fight, as much as it is glamorous, as much as it was intense, as much as each and every audience was connected and hooked on this fight, still, if you really look at it for pound for pound, for what it really is and for what matters, this Ant King stood no chance at all. let's not forget, Sung Jino, if anything is to happen, Sung Jino will use that elixir of life on himself. And what is the extent of this elixir of life? The elixir of life, does he make you immortal? Or does he just heals any wound or any damage that you have sustained? Because they really need to define what this elixir of life is. Because what I thought it was, when Sung Jinwoo used it on his mother, I thought that the mother is going to live for a very long time now. She's immortal, because that's, in essence, elixir of life. Is it just to give you life if you're sick? Right? Or is it to heal you from your wound, no matter what it is, and restore your limbs, your body, your whatever damage that has been done to you? Is that the extent of it? Because right now we can see that this elixir of life has an extent to it. It works to a certain situation. And I'm glad that they defined it real quick, because now we know what this elixir of life is all about. Right? The elixir of life works till a certain extent. It doesn't work if your limbs, if you got a chunk cut out of you or something, it doesn't work. Because the elixir of life did not work, because he says, due to the fact that this person has sustained a crucial amount of damage. That's what the system said. So this elixir of life has a limit. And now we now know what this elixir of life can be able to do, what it cannot do. Right? So Hae-in right now, on the next episode, we're going to find out if she's going to die or if she will not. Right? Once again, going back to the fight, they should have led this fight. They should have postponed this battle. What do you guys think? This fight should have been postponed. This fight shouldn't have happened at this point. I was hoping for the fight to be built up to some extent, to let the Ant King build his armies, evolve some more, level up some more, have more abilities to his arsenal, build his generals, right? Have generals, that we can maybe put up against other hunters to see what, have these other S-rank hunters train, evolve, get stronger, and then come back, right? They could have made this arc a little longer. But then again, seeing as to the amount of episode they have to build it up, they really don't have that much to expand it. But they could have expanded, because this season we have one more episode left, right? We have one more episode. It could have been transferred to the next season. They could have been extended, because this Ant King has all the making, all the quality, all the juice, all the morale, all the swag, all the intensity, all the mechanism, all the ability to be a tremendous threat to the human world. He has it all. He has it in quantum. He has all the making to be a good villain, right? He has all the makings for it. Now, I'm not sure who the next antagonist is going to be, but I would say this. Out of all the boss fights Sung Jino has had on this season, out of all the creatures he has faced, I believe that this ant has all the making. The episode was very much rushed. It was rushed. They rushed it. And due to the fact that they rushed it, it didn't give us the totality of what we were expecting. It was fully rushed. They had all the, like this ant, the swagger of this ant, his purpose. When he speaks, every word that came out of his mouth is just condescending. Every word that came out of this ant king mouth is, I am a better species. All you humans are weaker than me. all you humans are nothing but a squishing bug that I can squish at any time that I want. I am more superior than each and every one of you. You all are below me. That's every word that came out of his mouth. That's what he leads to. That's what he attacks. You know, he believes that he is the superior being. And he is willing to conquer everything. That's the reason why he keeps going after the strongest. He kept going after who is the strongest person I must take on. Who is the king? Who should I fight? Whose ass should I whoop next? Whose ass should I consume? Pause. Whose ass should I consume? Pause. Whose behind should I hand to him? You know what I mean? Whose ass should I whoop? Who am I going to take on next? That's everything. And man, this episode was rushed, man. It was rushed. It was literally rushed. It was too rushed, man. And I'm sure most of you guys agree with me on what I'm saying. This episode or this arc has all the making to be one of the best arc on this show. It had all the making to be one of the best on this solo leveling genre. You know, and you can see the chairman where he's sitting. To him, he believes that, man, I really want to go fight. I want to fight. If I was 25 years old, if I was 25 years old younger, if I was a little younger, I would be on the battlefield right now. I want to fight. When he said that, as soon as he said that, I was thinking, the next thing that came to my mind is, yo, what if the chairman abandons everything, goes to the cave, or chases this ant? If the ant escapes, right, the chairman puts himself first and goes to the battlefield, face this ant, then we can be able to see what the chairman can really do. Because now we don't really know what the chairman can really. We know he's very strong. We know he's probably OP, because there's a reason why he is the chairman of headhunters. He's very much OP. We know that. But what we don't know is how OP he is compared to Song Ji-woo. Because the first time these two met, Song Ji-woo confirmed this man is OP. Jo-hee is OP. Song Ji-woo confirmed it because he can feel it. He's very strong, right? But we don't know how strong he really is because we haven't seen him fight yet. I was thinking he's gonna go take on this Ant King. If this Ant King continues to cause more damage, then yes. Or if they're going to put Song Ji-woo against the Ant King, at least have the Ant King whoop his ass so much that Song Ji-woo escaped with a glimpse. Like, you know, he somehow, some way takes everybody and say exchange and gets out of the cave. Right? I was thinking that that's what may happen to help them build up this arc a little more, to help them develop it. Right? I'm not sure why they rushed it, man. I'm not sure why. It had all the making to be one of the best arc on this show, and it shouldn't have been rushed. They shouldn't have rushed it. They should not have rushed this arc. It had all the making. And you can see, you can look at the face on all the S-rank hunters. They were watching this fight and they were speechless that they don't know that this kid has all these abilities, that this kid can go toe to toe. They were watching. They were speechless. They were speechless that this guy, Song Ji-woo, is so strong, so durable. None of them, like, they were shocked to what they are, to just witnessing the great fight. Because up until now, Song Jinwoo has not really shown what he's capable of. He did not show what he can be able to do. Up until now, he has shown them. Right? Goto fight. What really happened? We know Goto is no more because they told us he's no more. We saw a glimpse of a head roll on the ground, and that was it. They could have shown us what happened. They could have shown us the fight. Because unlike the rest of these other hunters, Goto, we believe that he's stronger than all of them, except Song Juno probably. And the fight on episode 10 or episode 9, when Song Jinwoo and Goto engaged in a fight, I was thinking that they're equal, that they're probably evenly matched, that they're gonna go all out, but they stopped it. They didn't want them to go all out. So I was thinking that they are probably on the same level. But the fact that the Ant King took out Goto just like that kind of tells me that Goto is nowhere near Song Jinwoo's strength or ability. You know, he's nowhere near it. Right? He's nowhere near Song Jinwoo's ability or strength. Because they didn't show us the fight. And the timeline between Song Jinwoo arriving, the timeline the Ant King runs into Goto, and Goto confirms that he's the king, and then the Ant King comes right back into the cave. It wasn't that much compared to the fight between Song Jinwoo and the Ant King. They should have shown us that fight. That fight deserved for us to know exactly how did Ant King take out Goto. Did Goto put up a good fight? What is his ultimate ability? They should have shown us that. It has all the making to be a good arc. That's all I'm saying, man. But despite that, it was a good episode. The episode was fire. It's only that I expected this to happen on a different episode. I expected this to happen maybe 10 episodes from now or 12 episodes from now, right? Which means going into the next season, season 3, and have it develop a little bit. Give the Ant or Song Jinwoo the more reason to, this fight is so damn good, but I didn't think that it would happen this soon. It was too rushed. It was awesome. Episode 10 out of 10. I give it, actually no, I take that away. I will give this episode a good solid 8 out of 10. The other 2 points is the fact that this fight was rushed. It happened too soon. And the other point that I deducted is the fact that they didn't show us what really happened between the Ant King and Goto. They didn't show us the fight. But other than that, a solid 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. Cool Guy is saying that Daeju Island isn't even the peakest part of this story. If the Daeju, even if Daeju Island is not the peakest part of this story or solo leveling, this arc, there's something special about it. This Daeju Island arc is special. Whatever it is that they're gonna do, I'm sure it's gonna be good. Other upcoming arcs, I'm sure it will probably be a good arc. But what makes this arc special is the fact that it kind of paid a homage. It reflected to Hunter x Hunter. It had some connection to it. And every Hunter x Hunter fan felt it. And he gave us some type of excitement that, damn, this reminds me of Hunter x Hunter. That's what makes it special. And on top of that, this ant presented the same aura, the same swag, the same personality, the same story, almost similar story to Miriam. That is also what makes it special, right? And the fact that Hunter x Hunter is not yet over, there is still question marks. Like I said before, imagine if Adult Gon fought Miriam, who would win the fight? And I'm talking about Miriam, who is not poisoned, who is not weak. You see, like there's something special about this arc that we would have wished that they could have expanded. That's what makes this arc special. It's not special simply because, it's special because of the things that I said, right? Well, cool guy, I stopped reading mangas a long time ago. I think the last chapter that I read on any manga, I'm not sure if it was Bleach or something, but I don't read mangas because of the spoilers alert, because of, I'm an anime reactor, and I like stuff to be, I don't want to know what's going to happen. I like the surprise. I like the feel of watching it animated. And also the fact that sometimes, as I heard, sometimes with the manga, you see one thing, and when it's animated, you see another thing. And most of the time, what gets remembered, what gets recognized, what gets put on the Hall of Fame or cataloged is the animation, the anime part of any anime, right? Not the manga. So the anime stuff is what everybody remembers. That's what gets written in the storyline, not the manga. So that's the reason why I stay away from mangas, because although there are good stuff out of it, there are benefits, but when it comes to what is factual and concrete, it's the anime part of it, the anime side of it. The anime side of it. The episode is good. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good episode. A solid 8 out of 10. But it happened too soon. I didn't expect it to happen now. It just happened way too soon. It was rushed. Too much. I mean, if you're like, anybody who watches this would probably figure out that this arc was kind of rushed. It was rushed, It didn't have time for a good build up. It didn't have the chance to really build up the storyline to a point where this fight would be necessary. It is a good fight, but it shouldn't happen now. It shouldn't have happened now. That's all I'm saying. They built up for 6 episodes. That's not enough, man. 6 episodes ain't it. If you're gonna compare this arc to Hunter x Hunter, Hunter x Hunter arc, Chimera Ant arc blows this arc to smithereens. If you're a real anime fan, you will understand what I'm saying. 6 episodes ain't enough at all. I'm not sure what your favorite anime is. If you watch Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, the build up of everything, 6 episodes is not enough. It's just not enough. I mean, even if it is 6 episodes, but when you pay attention and watch what happened, this ant was just, I believe, he came out of his egg. What episode? The ant came out of his egg. Wasn't it on episode 10? Episode 10, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I mistaken? The birth of this ant was either episode 10 or episode 10 or episode 9. So how is that, if you really pay attention to the grooming and the build up and the character development of everything, the ant has not been involved for that long. He just got revived not too long ago. He's still trying to understand the world. He's still trying to understand. He's still trying to figure things out. He still believes that he's a superior, but for some reason, he needs to test his ability. He needs to test what he's capable of. He needs to test what he can be able to do. Compared, like I said, compared to Chimera Ant Saga, he blows this arc to smithereens. Both the fight that we just watched, both everything to smithereens. If you want to debate me on that, I'm ready for debate. We can talk about it. Oh, if you guys, for some of you guys that are watching this now, I have already reacted to the anime. This is just me giving my review. All right, I've already reacted to it. You can feel free to go back and watch my reaction. I just let it play just for content, just for review. Just for review. Song Jinwoo, this is the only damage Song Jinwoo took. The damage where the king slices, cuts him just a little bit to inject a venom, a toxic poison inside him. That's the only damage. So where, if you're watching this, where is the build up? I'm not saying that the fight is not a good fight. It happened too soon. I'm not saying that the episode is not a good episode. It just happened too soon. That's all I'm saying. Baron is probably the only person that pushed Song Jinwoo to his absolute limit. Other than that, as good as this fight was, if you really compare it pound for pound, the Ant King did not push Song Jinwoo that much. Really. He didn't take any damage. He didn't nothing. I would have preferred the fight to be pushed up until season 3. I would have loved to see the fight be. I'm not saying the fight is not a good fight. That's not what I'm saying. But the actuality of this fight, it happened too soon. Song Jinwoo didn't take that much damage, right? And if you compare this fight to Baron's fight, the only thing that made this fight better than Baron's fight that it had the 6th episode to build it up, unlike Baron. But if you really look at Baron's fight, it's actually like Song Jinwoo almost died on that fight. He almost died, right? And Baron really, really pushed Song Jinwoo. Unlike this fight, if you really take, step away from all the emotions and really look at it fact for what it is, Sabia Bireda. Hope I didn't butcher your. I think I butchered your name. I'm not sure how Song Jinwoo is going to heal Chahi. The Elixir of Life didn't work, right? The Elixir of Life did not work, and since the Elixir of Life didn't work, none of the potions worked. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Jahi is going to die, if she's going to survive on the next episode, because at this point she is very critical. She is in a bad shape as it stands. So, and Sung Ji-woo can't actually. Sung Ji-woo, can he exchange or can't he? Because I believe he assigned one of his soldiers to guard and protect his sister. Right? There is still a soldier he can use to get out of this place. He could use the one he assigned to his sister, unless when he said exchange, even that soldier also joined him on this battle. If I'm not mistaken. Because I remember he assigned a warrior to guard his sister. So there is still one he can use to get out of this place, unless when he said exchange, he nullified the other warriors that he assigned to anybody. You know, I'm not sure if that's the case or if it does recharge. I don't know. Okay. Usher FX said it's on cooldown. Okay, it's on cooldown. Well, he better hurry up, because if he continues to wait, Jahi is gonna die. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for the exchange thing to cool down, but he doesn't have that much time left, because Jahi is in a bad position. She's gonna die anytime soon now. So if you're watching this video right now, I have already reacted to the anime. This is just me giving my review, my perspective on the anime. So that's why I'm talking. I gotta love the cliff. You gotta love the cliffhanger. You know, you got to love the cliffhanger. This is, I like how they do it too. The cliffhanger is just on point. The cliffhanger, they leave you with, damn, I want to watch the next episode like yesterday. They leave you thinking what's gonna happen. They leave you with a question mark. Because if you see how Sung Ji-woo turned, right? You see, if you see the destitute on his face, in his eyes, you're gonna, like, you're thinking, what is he about to do? What is he going to do now? Right? You could feel and see the destitute in his eyes. So I like how they do it. They leave you expecting or thinking what's gonna happen on the next episode. That's pretty good. I'll give them props for that. Bob, what do you think about the episode? Because I just seen you say you just watched the latest episode. What do you think about it? Do you think that the fight was rushed? Was too rushed? Or do you think they did what they're supposed to do? I think it was too rushed. It was just too rushed. Yeah, the fight was good. The fight was a good fight, but it was too rushed. Yep. It shouldn't have happened on this episode. They should have given it at least another 5 to 6 more episodes to go. Another 5 to 6, maybe even 10. Even 10. The reason why I'm sure some of you just started watching this video or this live stream. The reason why I said 10 more episodes is the simple fact that, again, I'm speaking from somebody who has watched Hunter x Hunter, right? I'm speaking from a build-up situation. If they choose to have this fight now, I'm okay with it, but I would have loved to have the Ant King win this fight, right? Win this fight. Maybe with that poison he injected on Sung Jinwoo, maybe he depleted his powers, and Sung Jinwoo grabs everybody and hightails out of there. The Ant King will not be able to find him easily, because once the Ant King gets out of this island, he's gonna pinpoint a lot of people that are strong, and he's gonna go fight them. Eventually, they're gonna run into each other, which will help Sung Jinwoo to maybe evolve a little bit. Just give him a run for his money. Because if a hero keeps winning every first fight they engage, so far they're doing a good job, I'm not gonna lie. Every fight Saitama gets into his first fight, he always wins all the time. You know? I mean, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, Baron pushed Sung Jinwoo better than this Ant King. That's what I'm trying to say. If you compare it, you know, I would have loved to see a situation where a villain pushes Sung Jinwoo so much that two things will happen. It's either someone steps in to distract the enemy for Sung Jinwoo to get away, to hightail out of Dodge, right? And goes and trains, levels up a little bit, come back, you know? Because thus far, every fight Sung Jinwoo has had, it's a good fight, definitely. He's a badass. He's OP AF. You know, he's OP as fuck at this point. But wouldn't you guys want to see a villain that can push him to his absolute limit, almost killing him? Right? Wouldn't you guys want to see a fight like that sooner or later? That's what I'm trying to say. They could have given, build it up a little bit. You see? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Swifter Pro. Even if the maker, the writer, understood that in the manga, he didn't struggle a bit. If they themselves know about what I'm saying, and on the anime, they corrected it a little bit, that proves my point. That just proves my point. If on the manga, he didn't struggle anything, like there was no struggle in the manga. If they even know that, okay, to make this fight look good, right? To make this fight look good, we're gonna have to make him struggle just a little bit. If they even know that, doesn't that prove what I'm saying? Doesn't that prove my point? Because I'm not talking out of my ass here, you know? They fit out the fight in the same episode. You know, they could have made it 2 episodes. This fight could have... I don't know, man. The episode is good. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm for the episode. I'm definitely for the episode. But it's just that if we start breaking it down, there are parts that they could have improved. The fight was rushed. The episode was also rushed. The end of the fight, Sung Jinwoo struggled, yes, but he didn't really struggle. Not really. You know, if you really watch the fight closely, the Ant King, as much as he's very strong and durable, as much as he's a badass, didn't really give Song Ji-woo a run for his money. The only thing, I mean, look at when they were throwing blows after blow. Blows after blow. He punches Song Ji-woo punches him back, blow after blow. There was no blood spill out of I mean, pay attention, guy. I mean, if you pay attention, when they were throwing blows after blow, blood came out of the Ant King's face somehow. But Song Ji-woo, there was no blood out of him. There's no, like, how you punch someone, like you punch out blood, or even like a spit. None of that. They made Song Ji-woo strong on this fight. They made him they really made him strong. They built him strong, like on immovable object. And is it good? It's okay, but I would have loved to see a little bit more struggle. When they were throwing blows after blow, Song Ji-woo got the best of the Ant King. And Song Ji-woo didn't really know how durable the Ant King is. Because at first he said, huh? An Ant King that can talk? He didn't really take the Ant King really seriously, but as the fight continues, he understood that I cannot let this thing get away. I can't let him survive. Right? So, the next episode will be next week, Saturday next week. March the 29th. Saturday next week, March the 29th. I think Mikey Myers is trolling at this point. I think you're trolling. Bro. You're trolling at this point. Yeah, I know you're trolling, bro. I know you're trolling, man. I know you're trolling at this point. Elijah 3868. I'm not yapping. I didn't say that the fight is not a good fight. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that they could have made it better. If you go watch Hunter x Hunter and come back, because that's what this arc reminded me of, and most of the fans that has seen Hunter x Hunter, I'm telling you, most Hunter x Hunter fans will agree with what I'm saying. When it comes to, if we weigh the arc, Hunter x Hunter arc blow this arc out of, blows it to smithereens, due to the fact that it was the build up, the character development, and everything that happened on Chimera Ant Saga or arc, For season 3, Jency said that season 3 is coming 2027. To me, that's a long time, because season 1 happened last year, if I'm not mistaken, and they gave us season 2 this year. So I'm expecting season 3 to be next year, 2026, or even towards the ending of this year. Anyone know when season 3 is going to come? Because someone said that it's coming 2027. Jency said that it's coming 2027. Okay, Swift Pro said it's 2026. Yeah, that's what I expected, because they give us season every year. If they give us 2026, sorry, 2025, and season 1 was 2024, why would they wait one whole year to give us another season? Jency, are you trolling as well or what? I'm joking, I don't know. Are you trolling as well? Yeah, I hope the next Gaurav Roy. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I hope the next episode is going to be good. I hope it's not going to be trash either. Because if they're going to set us up for the next upcoming season, I'm hoping that they're gonna go out with a bang. They're gonna give us something to look forward to. And I think if this ant has survived, it would have give us something to hold on to. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the next episode is going to look, how they're gonna do it. But if this ant king had survived, it would have it would have been better. I don't know. Swifter Pro, thanks for that. Next season, we'll start off with Song Jiwoo Guild arc. And so Song Jiwoo will establish a new guild of his own. Well, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it, man. 2026? Let's go, let's go, let's go. 2026. Black Clover. Man, I'm waiting for Black Clover to come back, man. Mikey Myers, I don't know what you. Yes, the big Asta, the early episode of Asta was a bit annoying. Yes, that I will agree with you. But as the episode progressed, as the season progressed, he became a little calmer, right? The first episodes on Black Clover, Asta was very annoying. Even I noticed it. I was like, why is he yelling so much, right? He was very annoying to listen to. But I believe as the episode progressed, he started to grow on me. And any rumors? Do you guys know of any rumors on when the next episode is gonna air or the next arc is gonna air? Any rumors on Black Clover? Any rumors on One Punch Man? Black Clover is actually one of my favorite anime. So I'm just saying. Now, if you guys are coming in just now, just know that I've already reacted to this episode. So this is just me giving my review and my take on it. If you're coming right now and you're wondering, why the hell is he yapping? Shouldn't he be watching the episode? Why is he not watching? I've already watched it. I've already reacted to it. This is just me talking. This is just my review and breakdown. All right? No, I have not seen it. And in fact, now that you mentioned it, My Hero Academia, the previous season, I haven't finished it yet. The previous season, I think I did a live stream on it of 2 or 3 episodes on it, and that was it. I believe season 7, episode 1 to 4. I did a reaction on it, but I haven't finished it yet. So I'm going to need to go and probably bench watch My Hero Academia, or I might do a live stream on it and just bench watch episodes, maybe 4 episodes at a time, or 3 episodes. I think I might actually do it now. I might do it when this stream is done. I don't know, because I need to catch up due to the fact that I haven't finished season 7, and now the final season, just like you said, it's about to drop. I'm gonna have to get on my My Hero Academia episodes. Anonymous, I agree with what you said. Why don't they make it 50 episodes? I mean, 50 minutes and 31 minutes. I'm hoping that the next episode is going to be longer. Though they have never done that with Solo Leveling, so I'm not sure if we're going to get 50 episodes. And at this point, due to the fact that the main thread has been killed on this episode, I don't think that they're going to do that. They're not going to do that. Mikey Myers, I think you're trolling, man. Did you just say that One Piece is horrible? Did you just say that? Me as a person, One Piece is too long for me to catch up on. Like the last episode I watched was on 200 and something episode. So One Piece is a good anime. It's just that I don't have time for it, but it's not horrible. I don't think any anime that gets mentioned as one of the big 3 animes of all time cannot be horrible, right? I'm sure you guys have heard the big 3, the big 3. I think it should be called the big 4, because they keep talking about if Dragon Ball should be part of big 3 or not. It should be called the big 4, but if you call it the big 3, then for me, I think my big 3 is Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Bleach. That's the big 3 for me. That's the big 3. Oh, you said the manga. The manga is good. I'm not reading One Piece manga, man. Yeah, my big 3 is Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Bleach. For me, I'm not sure for you. I'm sure most people will say, hell no, fuck Dragon Ball, screw Dragon Ball. But for me, Dragon Ball, Bleach, and Naruto. Those are my big three. If you meet a One Piece hardcore audience, you'll probably say One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. But even if I catch up on One Piece, if that will ever happen, which I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon, my big three will still be Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Bleach. Yeah, Bleach is great, man. Bleach is great. Bleach is awesome. Neutral all the way says that his big three is Bleach, Fire Force, and Solo Leveling. Bro, you gonna trade Fire Force for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I haven't really seen. I watched the first two episodes, or the first episode on Fire Force, and that was it. So maybe I need to get back to that too. But even though I haven't really seen Fire Force, you're gonna trade Fire Force for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? You're gonna trade it for Black Clover? You're gonna trade it for Hunter x Hunter? You're gonna trade Fire Force for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? You're gonna trade Fire Force for Jujutsu Kaisen? You're gonna trade Fire Force for man, I can go on and on. Baki? You're gonna trade Fire for you're gonna trade Baki for Fire Force. You're gonna trade Kengan Ashura for Fire Force. You're gonna trade. Damn, I can go on and on, man. Berserk for Fire Force. You're gonna trade Attack on Titan for Fire Force. You know. And these are the greats. These are the great animes that I mentioned. You're gonna trade Dragon Ball for Fire Force. You're gonna trade My Hero Academia for Fire Force. I mean, to eat his own. At the end of the day, to eat his own. At the end of the day, if that's your big three, man, kudos to you. I'm not gonna, I'm just saying the perspective. I'm just giving you more perspective. But if that's your preference, hey, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. Even that, yes. Mickey Myers, yes. Death Note, I forgot about that. Death Note. Death Note. You're gonna trade even man, I'm now going into my memory lanes. You're gonna trade Demon Slayer for Fire Force? Demon Slayer for Fire Force. Elijah 3868 said Attack on Titan is better than One Piece. Well, I'm gonna let One Piece fan hardcore. I'm gonna let you debate that with One Piece hardcore fan because I would say you have a good point on that comparison because I have watched Attack on Titan. It is one of my top, I think I would say top 10 favorite animes of all time. One Piece I haven't finished, but I know that if an anime has more than 1,000 episodes, that means it has a good ass strong audience to keep it going. And it's such a badass anime too. Although I'm still on episode 200 and something, but I know that It's debatable. It will be a good debate, and I'm not gonna be the one to throw in that debate because I haven't seen all One Piece yet. One Piece is still going. Do you guys understand that? It's still going. It's still going. Oh yeah, Attack on Titan, hands down, is a good anime. Hands down. Attack on Titan is a badass anime. Definitely. Hands down. And I saw someone said Cowboy Bebop. I think it's Mickey Myers. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop is good as well. Now, while this is going, I think I might um, do a new live stream. I think I'm going to do a new live stream, guys. I'm going to watch My Hero Academia episode 5 to maybe 8. So if you guys want to continue this conversation, do y'all want to watch My Hero Academia? I can do a new live stream and watch it. Who wants to watch My Hero Academia with me? Season 7, episode 5 to 8. Who wants to watch My Hero Academia with me? Season 7, episode 5 to 8. Uni said Dragon Ball is ancestor of mine. My cousin was talking about it when we were kids in the 90s. One Piece anime I watched around 2005. Usher FX said, My Hero Academia is trash. Man, bro. You're really, really going in on My Hero Academia. You're going in on My Hero Academia, man. Well, the next episode on Solo Leveling, I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully, they're going to give us something to look forward to, due to the fact that the main villain has been killed of this arc. I'm hoping that we're going to get a good episode on the next episode, which will be the final episode of season 2. And overall, this arc isn't that bad at all. Overall, it's pretty good. I think somehow, some way, on the next season, Song Jiwoo is going to probably run into his father Because you guys remember early on this season, his father got out of prison and he's now at large. He's now running free, right? His father busted out of prison and he's now free. So I can predict right now that probably Song Ji-woo is going to run into his father on the next season. Maybe, maybe not, but we'll see what's going to happen on the next season. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to watch My Hero Academia with me, I'm going to Kujo number 8 season 2 teaser. No, I have not seen that. I haven't even seen the first season. Do you guys want me? Do you want me to watch it live? Do you want to watch it with me? Kujo number 8. I haven't seen that anime yet. Oh, Kaiju, right? Kaiju number 8, not Kujo. Sorry. I butcher names sometimes, forgive me, guys. Kaiju number 8. Swifter Pro, if it is pretty good and popular, maybe I will watch it instead of My Hero Academia because it has like what? 12 episodes? Hold on, let me look it up. It has 12 episodes. Swifter Pro, when is the next season coming up? Swifter Pro, Kaiju No 8, when is the next season coming? Okay. I'm going to end this live stream and I'm going to start a new one because I want to check out Kaiju No 8. I mean Kaiju number 8. It was one of the animes that actually eluded me at some point. If you want to watch it with me, you're free to come join and watch Kaiju No 8 with me. Because I heard that there's a movie coming out on it, I believe. So, think. I think this video is already long enough. I didn't expect it to be this long, so I'm going to close this very soon and I'm going to start a new one. So either way, thank you guys for joining me on this wonderful interactive live stream. Please feel free to join me on my next live stream right after this, because I'm creating a live stream for Kaiju No 8 because I missed it. I think there is a movie coming out on it. I think sometime this year or next month. I mean, sometime this month or next month. I don't know. So I'll check it out and see how it really is. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Be sure to subscribe if you have not. Look at my membership criterias because I have a membership. Become a member, or first of all, check out the criterias before you choose any option that you want to choose, because depending on the option that you choose will determine what type of process or what type of access you're going to get. So keep on keeping on, guys. See you in the next video or in the next live stream. Adios. Kaiju No 8.